Hi, I'm Sharul Mohammed and I'm a dance practitioner. I choreograph, perform, I instruct as well. My background, I was trained in Malay dance since I was 17. That's about 15 years now, so you can roughly know about my age. I went through arts education in the South College of the Arts. I was trained in ballet, contempt, hip hop and jazz. And prior to that, up to present, I was under the tutelage of Mr. Rizman Kasim as a Malay dancer. And moving forward, I'm a Prisma Associate Artist. So with that, we actually worked around with a lot of Malay custom and practices, and I think that brought a wider perspective and a shift of my artistic practice. And currently, I love to unpack and provide opportunity for this course in the Malay practices in performance art. And with the contemporary techniques, I amalgamate the two forms together with Malay traditional form and contemporary techniques and see what we can actually come up with something new or something interesting.
So as you talk about your hand take over and then go away. Okay. 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pada boom change head. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ready? One more time. 5, 6. Settle pan lalu. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pada bure left. 2, 3, 4. Left hand, right hand. 1, 2, 3. Right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 7, 8 and reach. 2, 3 and go. Ra-ta-ta, 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 ra-ta. Finish.
Line them up. Line them up. Faster! 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 You gotta be faster! It has to be in order Everything has to be in order. Start spinning. You spin. Move. Spin. Move. Oi! Say something lah! You're so quiet. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Buongiorno.
Hey!
Hey!
Say something!
Hello?
Hello?
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Sis. Apa kabar? Ya.
Sharul, how is it for you?
Oh, so the whole event today is very eventful, and I think I went into this whole sweaty process. It was very fun. I think in the act of serious play and also the act of having a certain structure but not restricted to the structure. So the bit of insight is that I was given a concept of the idea of curbing, and apparently I've not known the exact idea or perspective of curbing and curb itself. And with that being said, I think there's a little more insight for me to play with. Then secondly, I actually wanted to surprise myself because in giving or viewing like rehearsals or previous footages, I would not be surprised an artist. I think it's a choice to not view the rehearsal and come here to surprise myself and get thrown off. And at the act of the serious play with the concept, I want to find how does it relate to me as an artist or my journey in life.
Zihao, what do you think? What's the difference today? With injection of Sharul, with the Malay contemporary. Dance elements.
I think there was because we have done this quite a few times before, but with the insertion of Sharul today, it just show how a fresh body present can really change the way we actually interpret.
It's a sweaty body though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean normally we
Fresh sweat.
are soaking body. So soaking body, sweating body. Yeah, so yeah.
What was for me interesting is that at the very beginning, when we received the order to put everything in order, to put in line, etc., he was playing with us. Something that we've been doing basically every session. We put everything in, everything is lined up, everything, we have rows, etc., and we are all working with this purpose, and we are quite compact together. And he was immediately in. And then as we moved on, we went on a shadow on the wall, and it was so strong, the call, and he was leading. It was like, he has reversed the process. At the beginning he's conforming to the group, and at the end he's leading.
I think having doing this the first time, and I thank you all for sharing the space, the music and the soundscape, and also the instruction and the dancers and performers in space. I feel that the sense of let's do this. If we have artists or people who are just guarded and like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Even in the act of not knowing of the unknown is also something that we need to acknowledge, and we need to notice. But especially for myself, the unknown is something that, okay, let's move back, observe. It's okay to observe the space, but the act of observing also the act of playing, right? And okay, time to shift. So you can, for me, that sensitivity of what shift or what pushes me in space. Like sometimes it's a shadow. Like when I turn, got shadow. Then the act of carrying, and then the act of the playing with the chicken, and then the sound of gamelan. For me, this is Malay dance habit. I think it's a occupational hazard. Once the gamelan comes, it's like you just immediately go into a trance mode. So the moment it went like tung 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 tung, okay, bye. I'm transcending, guys, bye. Yeah, so it just went into that, and then it just continues. So having that surprises and negotiating about controlling, sometimes knowing that people want to take control, and also when you take control, it can be restrictive at times, and it can be liberating at times, and it can be frustrating also. So there's a lot of having control in a different situation allows different outcomes. Yeah, and then is another negotiating that needs to happen afterwards.
Have you ever lose control?
Oh, of course. You mean in life?
Could be in life, could be in your practice.
Yes.
Or earlier on, is there a moment that you lose control?
I lose control over being in control. You get what I mean? Like, oh, this is so difficult to digest for myself also. Like, I lose control in the act of being in control. So meaning, right, you are very comfortable if you know what you're doing. But when you are you don't know what you're doing afterwards, it's like, oh no, I'm not in control anymore. Like, I feel lost. And then inside actually I panic lah. But then I'm like, okay. Yeah, so that's the one side of control, lose control. The other side of lose control is like, like you just go crazy, right? Like I don't care a shit about anybody else, but I just lose control. So that also being the manifestation when the code is placed over me, then I was like, okay, I have to lose control, and I'm just like, okay, let's just be whatever I want to be in this surreal realm. Yeah, and which is very nice also. I think that's the thing about performance art, is that I've always believed in the understanding that there's no right or wrong. And I think the only limitation is mostly actually yourself. Yeah, which then goes into like what I see the cone as. Yeah, I see the cone as growing up as a Malay dance practitioner, and a lot of gatekeepers that's telling you that this is right, this is wrong, this you need to preserve, and we preserve so much in the industry, you cannot break it. And then after down here, I'm like, I'm breaking shit. So this is what you say, right? Are you even practicing it now? So for me, that is it. Like we talk about like my artistic practice, and I think as I journey along the way, I make meaning for what are the artists that I was speaking with in space. What are the sound, the screaming, right? That dominant voice is really like your cikgu telling you, hello! My teacher said, I know what you're doing, yeah, like that. Yeah, so it's very like, and somehow I'm such a vulnerable person. So vulnerable, babe. I cannot, such dominant voice scares me. I think, thank you so much to everybody for being here and for allowing me to be here as well. I think right now with a lot of things that's going on and a lot of I'm sorry, this is very personal, but a lot of losing people in my life right now, I think I'm very appreciative of everybody's presence. Like even though how young or how old you are, I'm very appreciative, and I think in this lifetime, I don't know if I can work with everybody, and like we just having me in space with you all here to just play and to just exchange ideas and perspective. I'm very grateful. It allows me to reflect certain things through the act of serious play today of Curb. And thank you, Bing, and everybody for today.
Thank you. Sayonara.